Coming up on the Crazy Jamaican Boy podcast.
My first time around modeling, I wasn't too happy because the way that I would have to lose to be accepted or to feel like I'm doing well as a model, by the time I get to that weight, like I couldn't identify with myself. Like I really hated how I looked. It was a case where if I really wanted to be that size, I would have to like commit to having an eating disorder. At the end of the day, I always try to be a nice person. And I use try loosely. Like I'm always a nice person, sometimes to my own detriment. Because I've found that I've been nice to people who never had any good interest for me at all. If you follow one bag of girl, you're not a lash tech. Like, what's going on? It's like you're doing hair or something. What kind of business you have, boy? You understand?
Simone, really? Mic check. You don't know this is your boy Anthony. We're back again on another episode of the Crazy Jamaican Boy podcast. All right, before we get into it, guys, please make sure you like this video, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, and leave a comment, all right? If you guys are streaming this from Spotify or Apple, leave me a review, all right? And make sure you not follow me too. That's how we boost up the thing, guys. You have to boost up the thing, for that year, you see me? All right, I'm sure you see this with my beautiful, lovely guest right next to me. You don't know. I'm sure a lot of you guys know her because she won, Miss Universe Jamaica in 2020 and then went on to place in the top 10, which is one of our, our stronger performances in recent years. She's an esteemed model, she's modeled for Valentino and all of these high fashion brands. So I don't know, play thing,
Man.
And then I know, no pretty done thing, man. Girl have her degree in management with a minor in psychology. The one, the only, Miqueal-Symone.
Hi, Anthony. Thank you for having me.
All right, Miqueal-Symone. Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. I really appreciate it. For sure. Yeah, man. Really definitely. There's a lot to discuss. For sure. A lot of questions I have for you. You ready? You ready for the smoke?
Yeah, man. Ready for the smoke. Let's go.
Right. All right. So just for the viewers out there that probably are living under a rock and don't know who you are, you can give us like a quick little 30-second introduction on who is Miqueal-Symone?
Boy, I think, Anthony, you did it perfectly just now already, But yeah, my name is Miqueal-Symone Williams. I am a former Miss Universe Jamaica. I model now internationally. And as you say, I have my degree in marketing, minor in psychology. But I'm not really using the marketing degree as of late. I tell you, I miss working. So we have to find a way for balance the modeling and do some little marketing work. I miss that part. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, all right. And you didn't even mention too, you're signed to Wilhelmina, model one of the top.
True.
One of the top modeling agencies in the world, guys. Big up yourself.
Thank you.
Hey, Jono, sir. So, walk me through, when you just got started in, the pageantry. What made you decide to get into that realm, that world?
You know what, to be honest, I feel like I was interested in pageantry for a while because when I was a kid, I watched Yendi at Miss Universe. And that was a big deal. I remember watching that live and it was just a big deal for me and my mom at the time. So it was always something that was in the cards for me. But many people may not know, I actually joined Miss Universe Jamaica in 2017. But that was the year my mother died, and I feel like I wouldn't have been able to give it my all at the time. So I had stepped away from the competition before the pageant run even started. But I had always promised, I would go back. So 2020 was just my year, and I went back and I had a good time. It was an amazing experience.
Hey, that's the ultimate comeback, for that. If you just leave and you just come in back and you just shell along the place, man. What was it like, though? I'm sure it came with some hurdles.
I always tell people, when you do Miss Universe, the first thing that you should know about pageantry, I feel like beyond the walking and talking aspect of it, there's a lot of mental warfare that goes on because it's natural to end up kind of comparing yourself to other people. And even if you kind of stay strong in yourself, the fans will do it for you.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you do pageantry, people have a lot of comments to make. And it's just important to be as mentally strong as possible because if you're reading the comments and that kind of thing, it can affect you. And it can affect your performance in the long run and all of that.
How you kind of block out the noise and just zero in on the end goal?
After a while, you just have to stop reading the comments.
Yeah.
You have to stop reading the comments, good or bad, because you might have a bunch of good comments and you scroll and you have a good time and people are saying, oh, I think she will place well. And then you have one person who say, I never like that work there. And then your whole vibes broke. So I think when you're doing pageantry, especially if you know that these things will affect you, just stop reading comments and actually don't be afraid to block people.
quick back and delete and done.
Yeah. I mean, and even nowadays too, I feel like if somebody says anything like weird to me, I will block you.
So for the slightest.
Yeah, man. Not for the slightest. Not like on a Jackie Aina, what's your name, Jackie Aina type vibes, but like I will block you. Like if you get unnecessarily mean, I feel like my thing is when you're commenting on people, or when you're commenting, like if you have something nice to say, say it. If you don't have something nice to say, I'm not sure why you take your time onto your day to say something bad to somebody. You get me? So I'll block you because you took the time onto your day to be negative to me. So
no, for sure. You know, funny enough, I must say this last night to somebody. I kind of thrive on negative comments. When I know, yeah, like when people post something about like, hey, pussy, well, shut the fuck up, or hey, butty boy, I love chat. So, I just say, oh shoot, like you don't know me. And you get so worked up over my opinion.
It's always weird.
Yeah, like, I get worked over my opinion. That's so powerful. Jano Star.
I tell you, you just have people who love to comment. And as I said, if you have something nice to say and you want to encourage somebody, fine. And you have some people who will comment something that you might not necessarily like, but they're trying to be constructive. Like, you know, them will say, oh, for instance, somebody might come in on this video and say, boy, Anthony, I love the location here. Boy, the light did off, the mic did off. Them things that is constructive, you get me?
Yeah, I don't mind constructive criticism, but when it's destructive, then
you bring on the show. I never like how she, like, you didn't have to say all that. You didn't have to come and comment that. So you just being weird on purpose.
Definitely. As a fast forward, you know, the win, you know, you're gone international now with the thing now. You compete with other countries now. What was that like?
To be honest, I feel like I had mastered the outside, like kind of filtering in what I take from outside opinions by that time.
Yeah.
But the international competition, it was really fun too. Of course, it's really scary because, I mean, you're going up against girls now who have been preparing for probably a year.
Yeah.
And
how long you had? How long you had?
To before the competition?
Yeah.
I had a good amount of time, you know. I had my competition was in May, I believe.
Yeah.
And I had one in December. So I had like a good 4 or 5 months. But that's not necessarily the standard. Usually a Miss Universe Jamaica is crowned around August of the year. And the competition is usually like November. So September, October. Yeah, you get like 2 months to prepare.
2 months.
But Jamaica is just a strong country pageant-wise.
Yeah.
And we always manage to choose a girl who makes sense. And for some reason, I mean, maybe some girls will say they want more time to prepare, but I don't feel like we've ever...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think our girls are just really strong. And by the time you win the Miss Universe Jamaica competition, like, you're halfway there.
Yeah. All right. So you didn't know international now and thing. What was it like though? Must show you must feel like this immense level of pressure.
I won't tell you no, you know.
No?
No, all right. Sometimes you're in certain situations and by the time you're in there, it's just time to lock in. Like, you can't even think about pressure. It's like when I feel like, for instance, if Usain Bolt run a race, you might feel the pressure leading up to the race, but by the time by the time them say on your mark, get set, go, I can't be in the middle of the race, I think, but oh my God, what people are saying, me I run good, this and that. Now it's just time for your brain to lock in and go off a muscle memory.
Right.
So I think that's where preparation comes in. My mother always used to say to me, you know, that the butterfly feeling you feel before you do something important is either anxiety or it's just adrenaline. And it's going to be anxiety if it's a case where you're not prepared.
That's true.
But if you are prepared, that's just that feeling that will push you through. That adrenaline is just showing you that this matters to you. And just go off of your muscle memory and it will push you through.
All right. So, you know, after you represented us beautifully on the international stage, what was next after that?
Okay, so all my life go. In 2017, when I had decided to step away from Miss Universe the first time, I started modeling. And I was in London by 2018, so I was modeling in Europe throughout that time. Then COVID come, mash up everybody dollyos. And I came back home to Jamaica, finished my degree. And then around that time, I was like, you know what, I'm going to the Miss Universe now. So after the Miss Universe competition, probably like 6 months after that, I went back. Because them time, you know, COVID kind of wrap up our team. And I went back to New York.
Okay. And you were just like doing like, you know, your gigs, your modeling shoots and them stuff. All right. Have you ever felt like this kind of like immense pressure to be perfect in that kind of industry?
Perhaps. I feel like when I had just started modeling, I used to do high fashion modeling, which requires you to be a certain size.
Yeah.
And I definitely felt the pressure of like weight when I started modeling. And I mean, people see me out now and you might say, yeah, it's as slim as, but I'm telling you, I would need to be even slimmer. to do high fashion modeling.
You know, it's so funny you mentioned that, and I think like a lot of people don't understand, but there's a high standard of beauty in like different standards of beauty all over the place.
Correct.
All over. Because like, even in Japan now, when I was living there at the time, me maga, you know, like when I go to Japan, my maga, like everybody in Jamaica, I said, that boy a maga, he maga. And I remember I went there and I said I was gonna do like some kind of competition, whatnot. And then when them do me and them check out my body fat percentage, they're like saying, I need to do more cardio. I mean, I said, Bumbo Clat, like in Jamaica, they would have never tell me that. Nobody would not tell me something to go run.
Because it's the same way I felt like. I always felt like I was slender. I've never necessarily had a lot of weight on me.
Yeah.
Okay? So when I started modeling, it was a real like culture shock moment to hear that, oh, you need to be even slimmer. Like by Jamaican beauty standards, I mean, being my size is okay, but you know, as a young girl, you want to have one more weight, you want a little breast, a little bottom. Yeah. So I get to modeling now and it's like basically I have too much bottom. Because it's never really the chest that was my problem. The problem was my waist.
Yeah.
And it was a real culture shock for me, honestly. And it was a lot of pressure on me because my first time around modeling, I wasn't too happy because the way that I would have to lose to be accepted or to feel like I'm doing well as a model, by the time I get to that weight, like I couldn't identify with myself. Like I really hated how I looked. Anytime I start looking in the mirror and I would say to myself, oh, you know, see, you actually look nice, girl. You could have been a weight. No, baby, I don't weight again back. So anytime me look at myself and say, actually, this weight is fine. Then my agent them and tell me, say, you're eating rice. Yeah.
Jano Star. So that industry, it kind of promotes a kind of like body dysmorphia culture, you know, like eating disorder type of thing.
Well, which is why a lot of models have eating disorders, but it's not to say that they aren't models who are naturally very slender and they're eating just fine. But for a girl like me, I'll be very honest. It was a case where if I really wanted to be that size, I would have to like commit to having an eating disorder, which just isn't my style. I feel like unless man stress me out or something like that, like I enjoy eating.
True. So them said that's the ultimate way for lose weight in a Jamaica.
Yeah, true. Come here and tell us a search a phone, man. Me tell us if me did have that mindset there, somebody just give me that tea there. Search a phone, want to you. I promise you the waiter will come out for you.
Would you consider yourself like an influencer?
Not really.
And the reason why I brought this up is because I feel like a lot of times, especially in Jamaica, we tend for kind of look down on the term influencers. Like they must say, oh, them influencer, who them are influence? What do you think is an influencer?
I think, all right, so to me, the term influencer is kind of very broad spectrum because I feel like everybody has influence. But I think once you have like a large platform and you're using your platform to perhaps, I feel like in a way influencers are just marketers. Like you have a platform and I'm marketing this product towards to my platform. Influencers should have trust among their audience. So when I was doing marketing, like if I choose an influencer who every minute they must sell you something, they don't have any posts for themselves. Like every post you post is just something you sell, something you sell. I don't feel like that's like breeding trust with your audience.
No.
Because at this point now, it's just always, oh, this is a girl who always have something for sell to me. So like their interest gets lower and lower. I feel like a true influencer is like somebody that people like. And I can see that you like stuff. Like if you're a makeup girly and your makeup always on point and you love the little get ready with me them. And then you come now and you say, baby girl, them blush ya. Your audience going to be interested in that. You get what I'm saying? So it's about striking that balance.
I find that term to be very overused, I think. And I don't necessarily feel like just because you have like a big following that makes you an influencer. You know what I mean? Because like I know people will have like also maybe like 10,000, 5,000 followers. But like, let's say, for example, if them a keep an event or like them want like them followers to come through for them and show up for them, they will.
Yeah.
Right? I have people who even have a million, like hundreds of thousands of followers and then can't even fill up a theater.
No, man, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like...
Sorry, I was just about to say that it's funny because I feel like micro-influencers or like people with the 5 and 10K followers, a lot of times their followers are much more activated than somebody with like 100K followers. You get me? Because nowadays I feel like on Instagram, people like a follow is nothing if you get me. Like people can see a one good picture from you and say, okay, I'm going to follow you. But it's like when you have that smaller audience, I don't know, like these are people who... it's usually like a closer subset to you, like people who really like you or people who have met you or really like your content and that kind of stuff. And they're more likely to really care about what you have going on.
Yeah.
But even like the macro influencers now, the people with like 100, 200K, 300K, you find that when they have an activated following, it's because they post like a lot of their own content. Like, I'm just posting this because this is what I'm interested in. So their audience is engaged that way instead of somebody who's just always selling something.
Gotcha. Yeah. That was something I just really wanted to bring up because I'm just like, I feel like that term though, it's just so overused here. I feel like as soon as you get little followers and thing, oh, you're an influencer. Like people will even try to tag that for me, but I don't consider myself an influencer. I just feel like I just post content and I get a reaction from people that may not try really influence. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do get you. I feel like sometimes the people just use the word influencer because they don't know what else to use. Like, I know you and I don't know you personally. I just know you from Instagram. You're an influencer.
That's crazy. But yeah, so like even you too though, like you're a public figure, obviously, and thing.
Yeah.
Because of like your affiliation with Miss Universe and I'm saying you tend to always be like under a microscope. You don't think so?
Well, if I'm under a microscope, I don't know, because I'm just out here living my life, you understand?
Listen to me, Simone. When I was on TikTok, I was skipping through and then it was this random video of you just walking. It was at a I think it was at Lushushan Plaza. I mean, I'm head me and say, wait there. I when we have TMZ.
May I tell you?
When we get paparazzi. But get draining though, like for just, people just constantly just watch you and just, speculate every move and everything like that.
I feel like it hasn't gotten to the stage where it's draining for me yet. Like, I feel like it being draining is probably like for the Justin Biebers and the Drakes of this world, you understand?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I feel like even if people are watching me, they don't necessarily approach me. For the most part, I feel like people are kind to me and that makes a difference because it's like when people approach me, they're just being nice or, like if you're friendly with me, I'll be friendly with you. Like, so I don't feel like I'm under negative scrutiny. At the end of the day, I always try to be a nice person. And I use try loosely. Like, I'm always a nice person, sometimes to my own detriment. Because I've found that I've been nice to people who never had any good interest for me at all.
Yeah.
But if anybody knows me, I don't have any ops necessarily or anything like that or anybody who can say. And even the people who perhaps right now may not like me or I may not like them, they still can't say I've ever been like an asshole. Like I always lead with kindness. So I feel like when people comment on me, there's really not much to say. Like, you can't call me a mean person because in my heart, like in my spirit, I'm not. So
that's true. That's true. She's such a sweetheart, guys. I remember the first time I met you. It was on a shoot, yeah, man. And it was, shout out to Kadim, you see me?
Shout out to you, Kadim.
Yeah, for real. So, I met her. I remember I saw her. All right, I'm going to be honest with you, right? So, when Kadim had mentioned it by name, and I'm just like, you keep on mentioning by name. Must be somebody big. But the name never did tick in on my head, right? So then me did look you up. I'm gonna say, oh wow, like this girl is very well accomplished. So I said, shoot, I bet she's gonna be like a bitch.
Like a bitch.
I bet she's gonna be.
People think that?
I bet she's gonna be kind of stuck up or whatever. And then guys, let me tell you, so she came under the bus and she was just so nice. Like she greeted, me. She greeted the driver. And you were just so gracious and nice. And then, when you left, at one point you had left. And then the bus driver was like, she really nice. Like, she go up and say, yeah, man, she really nice, man, for true. I say, yeah. I love that. I really love that type of thing,
so funny. I don't know why people would think I would be a
What's the general perception people tend to have of you?
In terms of when they meet me or before they meet me?
Before.
I don't know. Some people have, like, I've gotten the comment before that people are like, oh my gosh, I thought you were going to be a bitch. I thought you were going to be stuck up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. Sometime, all right, me tell you the truth, people. Yeah. Sometime me in on the road, I'm in a bad mood. So when I see them, my face screw. But I promise you, if you say hi to me, I'm still going to light up and say, hey, like even in the midst of my bad day, I'll say, hey. Because I'm not gonna take out my bad day for you, you understand?
True, I love that. I love that for real. Yeah, man, it was so nice. And I really like the shoot and thing too. Well, funny story about that. So you had left earlier than me, right?
Yeah.
And I remember like when we were together, everybody else, I really had chill and party. Nobody never really said nothing to her approach her, right? But then everybody gone, and it was just me one day there. So then everybody just started approaching me, hey yo, we sure you sure that, are you them I refer to, And then me I say, oh, she gone. And I was say, wait, gone? They're like, yo, what? I said, no, it's not, we're doing a shoot. It was just like, we just put the cameras and thing, play. And then the woman everybody was in disbelief. They were like, wow. And then, because I chat them, they chat with the whole of the guests them.
Jano.
The whole of the guests them at the hotel did a chat with. Them did a chat with them and say like, oh, look at this young couple. They're so nice. Da 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 da. I said, no man, we just there play it up for the cameras and things.
It's all an act.
It's all an act. And then everybody just, wow. Wow. You should have seen them today, man. I won't forget to tell you. And thing, yeah, for real, man, for real. But yeah, man, Simone, I love where you do. What's next for Simone, though?
Well, I just recently got signed to Wilhelmina in New York, Miami, and LA. So that's very exciting for me because previously I was just signed in New York only. And I've always wanted to explore being signed in other like cities in the US.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is really an exciting new chapter for me, and I just kind of want to see where it goes. As I said, clearly I don't do high fashion modeling anymore. I do more like beauty and e-com. My dream is to get like a beauty contract, you see? Yeah.
Manifest it, yeah, man. I see it for you. I see movies for you too.
I've been thinking the same thing.
Now a nice movie.
Yeah, one nice movie. But guess what, I can't do now. Yeah, I could do a leading lady thing, but I can't do it depends on the movie people. I'm not telling a lie because I can do a romance and I can do a comedy, but you see the drama them and the shouting and the bally. I now have the Viola Davis powers in me. You get what I say? Can you see every time Viola Davis a ball, nose not and everything she have key a ball, I don't have that. I
can learn still. I believe in you.
No, man.
Learn.
I have the...
Learn,
Jonathan, you never loved me. I have that. But I have the... I can't believe it.
Question. What's the weirdest moment that's ever happened to you while, doing your modeling job? The weirdest, most awkward thing that's ever happened to you?
I'm not sure, but probably an awkward moment for me in modeling is like... when I'm changing, like if I'm changing for something and people are in the changing room helping me change, that's always uncomfortable for me because it's like I know how to put on clothes.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes the clothes them really complicated for you, but it's always like uncomfortable to have just someone around you like butt ass naked. Because sometimes you really just do have to get butt ass naked. And it's somebody just draw on your drawers, this, like that gets uncomfortable sometimes. Yeah,
that can be weird.
But they're always super respectful. It's never it's never been anything where I felt like sexualized or anything, because when people are helping you change, they're just helping you change. Like I don't even know if these people actually know what my boobs look like. Yeah. But it's just like their job, just as it is my job. But sometimes it still get uncomfortable.
No, for sure. I can only imagine. I mean, them people and then you just see a tata, the nanny in them face like that is like, oh shit.
And then you did it probably all day sweat and you say, yo, Jesus Christ, on my arm go green right now and I can't. And then they must say, all right, hands up, let me lift the shirt over your head. And you say, my arm shave good, I should have shaved this morning. I can't bother them something.
Jano Star. Wow. I can't bother with it, All right, Sim, nobody feel like you get weight, Nobody feel like you get weight, I have a game for you. Red flag, green flag. A man who doesn't use social media.
Really? It depends, It depends. I know everybody wants to say green flag for that, but is it that you have a wife? And if you didn't have the social media, your wife would say, yo, Jano, why you not post me? It depends. It really does. Yeah, man. I want to just make that like orange or something. Not even orange, but a color in the middle.
Alright. I feel like you have to pick though. You have to pick.
I have to pick?
You have to pick. Yeah.
Doesn't use social media at all?
Doesn't use social media at all. Not on social media.
And he's my age?
Yeah.
I think that's weird, sorry.
That's very interesting. Why?
Because everybody consumes social media. Like even to a small extent, like even if you just have a little Instagram, and you want your 200 followers, you're virgin them or from high school or so. And you just scroll through Instagram every once in a while, like you should have a little profile. Like this is the age of social media, so it's weird.
And if you don't have one, then more than likely you hide something. Something that if you hide.
Yeah. Or if you don't have one, I feel like you're just trying too hard to be like
Mysterious and cool.
yeah. And then you're gonna try to be mysterious with me now too. I can't take the mystery man them, you understand? So
Can you never know where you get no true.
yeah.
All right. A man who
I'm like somebody where following this me can go through. Come on, mother, I'm ready, you know. Yeah. I'm want to know when you're following go up by one and them look at something.
wait, pause. So sim. You watch the following
man.
them. Yeah?
True, yeah.
Cha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Because who is Keisha and why all of a sudden you're following her? And then I'm go up on Keisha page, I be a big batty post she post. What's going on here?
I mean, suppose, you know, you enjoy the content. The content is contenting.
Nah.
Oh shit, Sim, I don't want to say it, Steve, man. You sound strict, man.
That's not even strict. I feel like the ladies would agree with me, like me and my man they know. And then when me looking at my man following it gone up by one, who is he following? A girl on OnlyFans. Why are you following her? Why are you following her?
So that's a problem.
What's so interesting in her content that you said, oh my God, I have to go follow this OnlyFans girl? Yeah.
So that's a red flag for you.
Yeah,
for sure.
weird. Red flag.
All right. Another question I was gonna ask you: a man who follows hundreds of Instagram models.
I'm going to say red flag, but I'm still going to give a little explanation because the truth is, all right, even though my mother me go through following, you know, is anybody you follow before me, I just have to follow it. So I'm not gonna tell you if I follow all of the Instagram, unfollow all of the Instagram model them where you did follow before me. Another girl will. Maybe one day my program will just get super strict and I'll be like, you have to unfollow all these bitches. Who are these bitches, bro? But the program not strict like that right now. You understand? So anybody you follow before me, it's cool, it's fair game. But if you follow one bag of girl, you're not a lash tech. Like, what's going on? It's like you're doing here or something. What kind of business you have, boy? You understand?
Symone, really?
Yeah.
Cha. All right.
True.
So then this next one, a man with mostly female friends.
Red flag.
Oh, why?
Because I feel like for any gender, your friend should mostly be your gender.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not saying that you can't have female friends as a man or you can't have male friends as a woman because I believe that having friends of the opposite gender balances you too.
True.
Because sometimes you have someone going on in your life as a man and when you tell your girlfriends they can tell you say, yo, that don't make no sense. Like as a girl, whatever, and vice versa for a woman to her male friends. But I don't think I think it's weird if like as a girl most of your friends are guys or as a guy most of your friends are girls.
That's very
I do think it's weird. And I'm not going to say it's a red flag necessarily, but I do think it's weird.
Do you think it's weird? So like when a girl says something like, you know, I just get along more with the guys, you know, like girls are always so full of drama and stuff like that. You normally feel like it's just them full of shit or them normally the toxicity?
All right. So I'm going to tell the truth. Probably like when I was younger, I probably like understood that what you call it? I understood that
kind of
opinion,
mindset,
kind of mindset. But I feel like as you get older, as a woman, like it's important to have like good female friends. And I'm not saying you can't say you have your guy friends that you get along with and that kind of stuff, but it's important to have like good, solid female friends. And as a man, it's important to have good, solid male friends. And I think it's weird for a woman to say, oh my God, like girls are so much drama because you're a girl too. You tell me you can't find one girl like you. You can't find one bona fide friend where you say, yo, I'm a sister in this, I'm a girl from whenever. You know, so yeah.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
But still though, but you think a guy will have like a lot of female friends, it's a red flag because suppose him just really get along with the ladies, man. The girl.
I'm not saying can't get along with the ladies, but we're the guys.
You probably have a
because when you have a one bag of female friend now, and me as your woman, the woman, you say, all right, babes, me I go out with Keisha and Julie.
Yeah, that's it.
And every minute you just go out with Keisha and Julie. You get me? Because when your partner gets up and says, okay, well, I'm going to go out with my friends and them leave you home, for instance. You know what I mean? I feel like if a man have a bunch of female friends, then I should be introduced to them. Like it should be a case where I can hang out with you guys too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because we're all friends, right?
All right, good. Fair enough. A man who wants to know your location all the time.
All right, I'm a location sharer.
Okay.
I'm a location sharer. Like
Yeah.
all my friends have my location. I have all my friends' location.
Oh, wow.
All on people, may I look for you for sure, Anthony? Yeah, I have all of my friends them location.
Oh, shoot.
So I'm a location sharer. I wouldn't mind if my partner wants to know my location
At
or
all
wants to have
times.
my location. All right, you see, when you say that at all times, it make me feel like say, yo, I'm gonna follow me up.
Yeah.
Don't follow me up.
Mm.
But I think your partner having your location, like for instance, you share your location with your
Yeah.
phone and whatever. That's not a big deal. If I have nothing to hide, you have nothing to hide, and it's good for people to know where you are. Like that's why I share my location with my friends, because it's good for if anything happen and them say, yo, me not hear from Simone in a while. You can go and say, yo, okay, well, she's at home. A lot of times when I worry about my friends or I know my friends going through something, I'm not necessarily want to check up on them because I know that them not interested for talk to nobody right now.
Yeah.
At least I know that you're safe because I see a location updating your home, your home, your home. You get me?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to do.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't mind it. You know, all the people have them trauma and that kind of stuff.
True, true.
So it's not going to be a big deal to me if, for instance, my partner doesn't want to share their location with me, but then I'm not sharing my location with you either. You understand?
Reciprocity.
So, yeah.
All right, fair. These are just such mature responses, I will say, very mature. A man who works out all the time.
As in like exercise?
Yeah, works out, like, yeah.
That's a green flag.
It's a green
Oh,
flag.
I care about your body, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, go in the gym and get your abs and so on. Come lift me up and bench press me and then look at something there. Yeah.
All right. There you go. A man who asks you to stop posting certain photos.
I don't post any photos that I feel like are inappropriate.
Yeah.
But if I was like an Instagram body, for instance, and I'm like always posting super sexy pictures, I feel like it's like it makes sense to say I'm in a relationship right now and my partner doesn't want me posting, but no pictures in my lingerie or anything like that. Like that's fair.
But what if though, like, here's my thing though with that, right? If your man see you in the booty shots, them and I was a post of them very sexual stuff there, right? Why is it the expectation that you must just stop that because you know you're with them? You understand?
I get that. I mean, it definitely depends.
It's like you meet me as a whore. Why me have to go?
Why me have to stop my oranges now? But I that the man them love, you know. I that the man them love. The man them always want to find a whore and beg her not to be a whore. You have to choose, baby. You have to choose. Like, if you meet a girl a certain way and, like, she's deep in her certain way, like, for instance, if I'm, like, a video vixen and this is what I do, like, I'm supposed to be super sexy all the time, then it's unfair for a man to say, yo, well, you have to go stop posting picture there. Unless it is that you're going to completely retire her from that life.
True. So
if, for some reason, the photos she posts is, like, directly connected to her identity or income in some way, then... yeah, then you just, do too much if you ask her to stop that. Especially if you're not giving her another angle, like, especially if it's not like, oh, baby, put on the orange life, I'll come take care of you.
True.
You get me? But otherwise, like, you know, if you're just a regular girl and whatever, and you usually post a sexy picture of them, and you catch your man now, you catch your man. You catch your man so you can't stop. But you're not try to catch more. Unless you try to catch more power to you, my love. You understand?
Yeah, whatever do you know. All right. A man who wants to split the bill on the first date.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Yeah.
What if he's just a frugal guy?
And you, ladies, if you meet a frugal man, you must run, you see? Run. Lift up your skirt, and just run. Run out of there. I think on a first date, like, and I mean, men might find it unfortunate, but like, this is your chance to really impress somebody. So don't invite me on a first date if you know you don't have the money for the two pasta them and the two that create them with the two we are gonna order. If you know you don't have the 15 or the 20 grand for pay the bill, don't invite no girl on a date. Yeah, especially if like this is a date, I'm gonna dress up like onion pan chicken foot and know you come talk about, all right, well, where's your half of the bill?
Bumbo clot, mash up.
But at the same time, ladies, when you go on your first date, don't go with your empty pocket because a man might surprise you and say, where's your half of the bill? And you have to just go pay your half and know, say, me go block the you know. So you must always have your vex money, you understand? Always walk with your vex money, But it's not right. It's not right. And you can't go and go chat him at the group chat with your friend then when you reach home and say, then what to the broke boy? Because him wrong for that.
No, true, man. That's true. I do agree with you, man. I feel like if you are gonna say I take out, what if, here's the thing now. What if it was the reverse now? A woman says she want to take out the man on the date now, right? Would it then be frowned upon for a woman to ask the guy if put up theme half? For split it?
I don't believe that women should be asking men on first dates, you see?
Why not?
Because I think that in that way you should follow the man's lead.
Mm.
In the sense that if he's really interested in dating you, he should be the one to ask you for the date.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, I don't think that you should have to chase him in that way.
Oh, okay.
But let's say you do, it's just unfortunate. It's double standards in society, and men benefit from the double standard when it's on their side all the time. I still think it would be a good idea for the man, if a woman invites a man on a date, it would be a good idea for him to know, say, all right, well, I need to work with my 20 grand for the 2 pasta and the 2 daiquiri. But as a woman, if you invite the man on the dates and you want to be big money and big spender, then perhaps you can consider having the money for the date as well, and you can tell him, like, I don't know if you're on like a sugar mommy vibes or something, you know. You wait till the bill come and then you watch him fumble film all the time and you say, don't worry, I got this. But I don't believe in that lifestyle.
A man who cries in front of you.
Green flag.
Green flag.
Yeah.
Really?
I like men who are in touch with their emotions. I don't think there's anything wrong with crying in front of your partner.
But if you get to the point where it's just too much,
Bally.
ball.
It just depends. It's different things.
Simone, this happened to me. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, I'm not one of the women who believe that men should be strong and tough all the time. So it really depends on the stress. No, I don't feel like you have to wall up your stress. You don't have to wall up your stress, because me as your partner, I mean, me and you live together. If anybody who could on your stress with is me. Because this is where you come home to. Like, you've had a tough day, talk to him about it. Now, if in Bali, it just depends on the girl. Some girls not going for that. And that's fair. Like, if everything you ball for real, we'll have to go get into therapy or something. I understand, because something's going on. And, you know, the men don't have the hormones on them like the women do. And, like, you know, your period will come and everything will make you cry, or you're pregnant and you're emotional. So, definitely at some point, I'm sure, you know, somebody might be annoyed, but I've never been in that situation to be able to comment. Like, I've never been with a bally man like that.
Yeah. No, fair. And I do respect your point for real, definitely. Because, you know, for sure, a man should be able to confide in a woman and then be like, hey, yo, me have that problem. You know what I mean? You can lean upon her. But at the end of the day, certain things you have to just kind of wall up, I feel like, as a man. I feel like some things you have to kind of tough it out and do what you need to do as a man, you see me? I don't feel like everything you must come to your girl with, you know what I mean? I just feel like sometimes you have to just be a man. You have to just kind of man up and do what you need to do.
You see, and this is why I feel like men suffer from patriarchy too, and you guys don't even think about that. Like, you know, people always feel like it's just women suffer from patriarchy, but men do too, because it's like, true. You tell man, say, oh my God, some things you have to just wall up and not come to your woman about and them little stuff. And of course, there's some women who will feel that way and say, yo, I know everything you must come to me about, but genuinely, I believe in true partnership.
Yeah.
Because everything may go come to you about. Like, if I feel like to talk to you about it, may go talk to you about it. And I want to feel like my partner feels comfortable enough to talk about it.
Yeah.
It don't even necessarily mean that you have to be looking to me to solve the problem. But sometimes things are on your head and you want to talk, you want to vent. I mean, it's the same way my friend, if they might go through something, you want to talk, you want to vent, I'm there for you. I don't know how to fix it. You're not calling me here as a fixer, you're just calling me here as a listening ear, and I'll be that. So yeah, partnership.
True. No, I can respect that, but I still feel like, to a certain extent.
Then go and wall up your stress. You know them say when you wall up stress, you're easy for dead and them something there and autoimmune disease and all them something.
And you know, definitely, man, you know, I feel like this is a very crucial moment where we should say, like, you know, for anybody out there, if you need someone to like talk to, whether don't just keep it in yourself. You understand? So talk to people. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, you know what I mean? Like, don't just go through it on your own.
Correct.
All right? We prefer to have you, then you just
don't have
6 feet under. You see me?
Correct.
For sure. Yeah. All right. I think this is good, man. I'm gonna make this the last one.
Ooh, ask me a spicy one.
All right. A man who says he isn't looking for marriage.
Make it happen. All right. So that no, boy, I be a depends, me that one. Because if the man not look for marriage and me not look for marriage either, then great. Excellent. We're on the same page. But all right, you know what? I'm gonna say it's a I don't want to say it's a green flag in a certain type of way, but I guess my point is that I love honesty. I love honesty, and I think people should just be more honest with each other. I can't take a certain style now where it's like a man knows that he doesn't want to marry this woman.
Yeah.
Him don't have no interest in that, and he knows that his partner probably wants marriage, but he's leading her along. That's wickedness, bro. Just be honest, because you will find somebody who also doesn't want to be married, who's just here for a good time, not a long time, or who's here for a civil partnership or whatever. And might I say though that if you live with somebody for 5 or more years, you're married common law anyways. So that's something to consider. But I just think people must just be more honest with themselves. Man, they with woman and know them want for.
All right.
But with the whole of Kingston.
All right, but you speak general now. We're talking you personally.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
All right then. Well, for me, that's a red flag.
That's a red flag for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I want to be married.
You want to be married. All right.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm just feel like me a marriage material and so.
Same way, so. Same way,
true.
so.
So, for me, that would be a red flag. I wouldn't continue that relationship because obviously not going to go where I want it to go.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. All right. Well, I think we can wrap this up right now. And ting. All right, Sim, thank you so much for coming onto the podcast. I really appreciate it.
Thank
for
you
sure.
for having me.
Yeah, man. You know, Sim, the kind of did. Tell him no, Sim. Tell him no, Sim.
Oh.
Tell him no.
I'm hungover. Guys, I'm hungover. I'm surviving off of a bottle of tea, you see? A cold bottle of tea. You guys must consider that next time you're hungover.
And see that she did them, man. And she's
Turn
just
up
so,
same way.
you know, listen to me, no, man. Very, you know, on point with the responses, them and thing. You can't, hey, listen to me, no, man. All right, but thank you so much for coming onto the podcast.
Thank you
Really
for having
appreciate
me.
it. And thing, do you want to say, you know, one last thing to the viewers them out there?
I don't know what I would say, you know, but like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for supporting Anthony's YouTube. And also, I have a YouTube channel that I haven't posted on for many months.
Shoot! Oh, when you go, by the way, you did shoot some, I saw you shooting content.
I did shoot content.
Yep,
Don't
yep.
tell them all of that
need
because
to
I
edit.
have not edited that vlog.
Jesus
I tell you, people,
Christ.
it's not the content shooting. That's my problem, you know. It's the editing to post. But I do have a lot of content, and I've
Maybe-
recorded my latest video.
I think maybe you
months
should
ago.
get like one of those AI programs where you can just drop in the something and it have it edited for you.
Probably, but for the shoot the things them and somebody for just edit them for me. But you know, I'm gonna learn. 'Cause
Yeah.
you really shamed me a while ago. It's like, you know, you can learn to edit, right?
Yeah, no, but
Yo,
it's,
Tano.
listen, guys, as somebody who has been editing from them in a primary school, from the
See,
little
but that
Windows
don't-
movie
but that-
maker.
No. You see what me I say now? Because if you're going to say you've been editing for me in primary school,
Windows
so
movie.
obviously you have the experience.
but listen,
so if
but-
you forgot to say editing
listen.
easy, that's like me saying, oh, pageantry is easy or modeling is
No,
easy.
but
yes,
listen.
girl, because you do it and you've been doing it for years. Like, shut up. Nobody wants to hear that from you.
No, but listen. We all had to learn at some point, right?
Yeah, but if
All
you
right, so
start
we
edit
started.
two weeks
But
ago,
we
you tell me say
started.
it's easy.
But we started. You have to just start, you know. Now start, you have to
That's
start,
true.
you know. You just have to start, that's all, you know. And then once you get into it, you go on.
Yeah. What they
Come on.
say, to be an expert at something, you have to first be comfortable with being a beginner.
And there you go. Trust me.
So, yeah.
So load up the content, the people might wait.
May I come.
All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. Bless upon yourself. Enough love.